Here's Rosso down the left-hand side. Former Philadelphia Flyer pulls up, looks to the blue line. Stannis. D2D pass. There might be a chance here as the Storm are getting closer to the net. Sent to the back door, and an easy finish with Nastya lying prone. And the Manchester Storm go 1-0 up. And that was coming.
Yeah, 5-on-3, it's very difficult to stop, and you usually expect the offensive team to score. Nice D2D pass there, and then it's just a question of moving the puck around. Puck comes from here, moves to the left-hand side, finds Becker on the side, and then it's just a swoop in. Nastyuk's fallen down his pro, can't really get up. It's an easy tap-in from there, really.
Venus spins away in the corner. Back to Clements. He should zip this across the blue line. He does. Peter Patterson will shoot down. No, rebound. Oh, it was right into the feet of Ferrari. Couldn't dig it out. It's probably the Blaze. One of the best looks they've had this period so far. Petrus, great turn. Blocker save. Rebound comes right out to Patterson and a follow-up save with another rebound. And Clemente did enough. There's been a whistle on the play. And it's going to be a slashing minor against Shane Backer. And, well, one of the Manchester Storm had to try and take any of the Blaze sticks away because a few were swung at the puck.
Yeah, it was a little bit scrambling from the Manchester Storm. Petrus manages to break back into the zone, nearly gets tripped there, takes a good shot, finds the blocker, and then it's just battling around, all around the puck there.
That one's ripped from the blue line by Erhard on the one-timer, up high. Sent into the slot. Now big chance for the Storm on the back door again, and a massive save from Nastyuk. Moving laterally. And that really was a gigantic pad save from the netminder. Broken play, and the Manchester Storm again looking to attack the back door.
Face-off win there, vital in the offensive zone. But as we see, Becker manages to find Hammond, who then just drags it to Pitt, who just tries to just wedge it in, and then Nastyuk really just standing strong.
Yeah, solid, multifaceted team. You know, they attack down the slot, they attack the back door, they're happy to get into the cycle. Yeah, a lot of positives offensively for the Storm this evening as Springer dumps that in. Valorant makes the check, and Nastyuk will cover up, and there's going to be a scrum in front of net. As Moffat caught Nastyuk, and he's irate by that play also. And the linesman will separate the gaggle of players that have collected behind Kevin Nastyuk's goal. Well, this really was the impetus on Moffat to stop here, and he had a lot of time to do so.
Yeah, Moffat's come round and dragged across, and he stopped right in front there of Kevin Nastyuk.
Away from the Storm, and Coventry will advance. Valorant sends it to Jordan Petrus on the left-hand side. He shoots, he scores! Upstairs from the captain, and he ties the game, and we'll air the Bears. As the stuffed toys rain down onto the Skydome ice, Jordan Petrus has tied this game up at 1. Really, all he needed was a little bit of space to on the forehand. Wrist shot. Really great shot placement upstairs.
Yeah, really nice shot there. He's just managed to sneak it in above Clemente's right-hand shoulder and just find that gap short side. Really nicely played. And Clemente probably be a little unhappy with that. He won't like it being beaten on the short side there.
Face-off won by Coventry. Galen Patterson shovels it to Valorant. Forced to dump it. Oh, he came right out in front for Bebris! And how that one has to cross the line, I don't know. It's right under the feet of the netminder. Eddie Bebris given a stocking filler, but he wasn't able to convert it into the main present. This was a great chance, Stu, for the Blaze here. It just sprung out off the boards beautifully.
Yeah, Valorant with a speculative dump off the boards, and it just follows right into Bebris, and then there's a big scrum there with Bebris, Lake and Kieran Long there. That's a big cross check there from Kieran Long.
The Blaze whip that one round the boards, and everyone loses track of it apart from Venus, who dives out, and Clemente threw his arm up to protect himself from the oncoming Venus, and in doing so caught the youngster up high.
Yeah, that for me, that's a high sticking penalty. His stick has made contact with Venus's helmet there as he's come through.
Well, look where he's frozen the puck as well. He's frozen the puck in the hash marks. That's a delay of game call. He's way out of his crease, dude. He's drifted, I see.
The freezing the puck there is fine, but the contact with the helmet, that's not okay. And he's got no reason. Venus isn't right on top of him. He's slowed his momentum down. There's no reason to make that contact at all.
Robinson puts a little bit of pressure on Trends. Good breakout pass, Moffat. Lovely pass again, backhand one looking for Hammond, and there's a chance looming here. Swindlehurst outside of the pipe. Oh, it caught Wojtek Kloss in the neck, which looks extremely awkward. I think it was the follow through of the stick that caught him. Let's have a look again.
Yeah, we'll take another look there. It's the follow through from the stick that gets right up high, and again, unintentionally, but that's another high sticking penalty that should have been called.
The Coventry clear with Erhard picking it up in his own zone. Pass down to the benches. Becker waits. Accosted by Robinson, very softly given up that by Becker, but he's ended up with it back, and a huge chance. It's put it to the back of the net again. Scott Pitt, a real poacher's effort. And the Storm get their lead back on an awful broken play. The puck pinballing around, Stu. And it falls to the man with one of the hottest sticks in the league, Scott Pitt, and a wide open net.
Some good work from Becker. Finds Hammond. It's a great shot. Becker can't get on to the end of it, but Scott Pitt most definitely can. And again, it's another fairly easy shot for him.
Patterson in behind the net under a lot of pressure. Gives up that one to Moffat, who's been everywhere with the puck tonight. Oh, great play by Valorant, beating Erhard along the wall. 2-on-1. Valorant, tip of the glove save by Clemente. Boy, you'd put your money on the shooter there with Marco Valorant boring down on the netminder. The defenseman took the passing lane superbly away. His initial thought was to look to the pass. In doing so, he moved his body into the slot to give himself a better angle as Moffat will shoot, and Moffat will score! He gets a great angle in the slot too. Hopped around the defenseman, zips one into the back of the net. Chances at both ends, but the Manchester Storm convert theirs. It's 3-1 to the visitors.
Nice speedy break on transition from the Manchester Storm. Moffat comes round, gets it onto his forehand, and it's a very snap shot there. Nasty, he's going to probably want himself to do better there. He had a clean sight of that puck.
You know, I imagine that Danny Stewart in practice, you know, for the last 3 or 4 weeks has been drilling it and drilling it and drilling it. And the awkward thing is, I mean, I don't know. They don't have open practices as Robinson goes down awkwardly. And if that's his shoulder, which he injured at the end of the last playoff final, then that really will be awkward. Here's Moffat. He shoots into the glove of Nastiuk, and he will have to cover up, and Petrus will. And Ben Lake will ask the question of Luke Moffat there. That playoff final, second shift of the game for him. Chuck Webber's last year. He was out for, well, he couldn't work out all summer. He really wasn't back until kind of Christmas at his best. And you know what? If they've lost him to injury as well, things really are not looking good for Coventry. He's down there being seen to by the medical staff as the puck comes out in front. Adam Corshane skates with it on the stick of Moisio. Shoots one down low. Corshane didn't have his stick on the ice. Couldn't do anything with it. Comes back to Patterson. He winds up. Thinks about it. Back across though, Ferrara. Patterson shoots one up high. Clemente makes a save. Rebound. Swiped to net by Ferrara. And Moisio went after the rebound. And, well, this will take some untangling again. At both ends, both teams are vehemently defending their netminders.
I don't mind the defending of the netminder. I think being quite physical in front of net and boxing out is quite a good thing. What I do dislike is getting around, wrapping around the guys' heads and snapping their neck backwards straight away. That isn't particularly on, and then probably should need to be stamped out by the referee.
It's a Christmas special, and we have a real Christmas treat.
As Valorant's under a lot of pressure on the forecheck from Moffat. Corshane ends up with the puck. Petrus pulls up, zips one, nice pass across. Ferrara dipsy doodles around his man. Ferrara shoots on the back door for Moisio. He couldn't get good contact and put it wide. And the whistle's gone as the net's off. And that was wonderful individual play from Ferrara in transition. Just couldn't get the final touch from Moisio.
Yeah, really nicely done from Luke Ferrara to generate his own offensive opportunity.
Patterson drops it off to Corshane. Back ahead of Patterson. The puck just away from his stick. It's sent out in front though by Galen Patterson. Picked up by Manchester though, and now they will come with Corshane defending Becker. Becker, oh, a lovely pass through. It just trickled through everybody. Lowers at the end of the day taking that stick away from Hammond as that puck ahead of Corshane. Bobbling, he picks it up. Drifts up to the top. Oh, a lovely feed across Noble. There's a man on the back door, and it's centered and put in the back of the net. 88, Marco Valorant. And he really does have the hot stick. And this is a gorgeous play, a playmaker's play from Noble, the defensive specialist turned playmaker. Watch this.
It's a lovely pass from Corshane on the backhand to find Noble, and then just a one-touch straight to Valorant, who's got absolutely acres of space in front of Clemente. And we mentioned before how Valorant was in a good position, and you'd favour him. You'd certainly favour him in that position.
Oh, absolutely. Face up in the neutral zone, we'll see Ben Lake get thrown out, but you can see his left leg there was rather further into the middle of the face-off dot than the right, and under the new rules that's getting stamped out. Puck gets sprung out, falls into the slot. Lake hacks it, oh, and it's hacked into the back of the net by Hammond. A broken play, but the Storm have scored. And I think Lowers is going to get a penalty also to confound things to the Blaze here. Watch again. It pinballs out. Falls right to Hammond. Bang! Just like that, they get their 2-goal lead back.
Very much.
Valorant in the box. Trends, takes over, gives it to Moffat. Straight back. Shot down low, rebound right in the slot. There's a fight for it, a melee, and there might be a fight between Noble and a Storm player. Noble gets fed a couple, and they go down. The glove stayed on, but Jay Rosehill threw a couple of kidney punches at Kevin Noble. And there will be some kind of penalties on the play. Rosehill definitely will be a recipient, and I would be surprised if Noble doesn't also get something, Stu.
I would have thought
how the game goes.
I would have thought Noble will get something, but Stefan Hogarth had his arm in the air originally as it was.
Yeah.
So there's a penalty to come on the play, as well as whatever is the result of that incident.
Valley enters the zone. Valorant in the corner, fighting free with it with Ben Lake. Ends up coming to Ben Lake, who will enter the zone. Over to Corshane. Winds up, drives, tipped by Lake. Oh, that's a magnificent save by the Manchester netminder Clemente. Look at this. Really nice tic-tac play again. And I love this combination with Corshane and Lake. And this really is a wonderful save.